Good morning, everyone. Welcome to worship for Sunday, the 22nd of May. Last week was Christian Aid week. I don't know whether you had an opportunity to get involved in that at all. Maybe you volunteered to make cakes or eat cakes and donate to Christian Aid, deliver envelopes, collect envelopes. If you were involved in that in any way, just a big thank you. On behalf of Christian Aid. If you've not had an opportunity yet to do so, you can still make a donation to Christian Aid. If you want any more information on that, please just email me and I'll give you the information. I want to read from Psalm 67. And it says this: "May God be gracious to us and bless us and make his face shine on us, so that your ways may be known on earth, your salvation amongst the nations. May the peoples praise you, God. May all the peoples praise you. May the nations be glad and sing for joy, for you rule the peoples with equity and guide all the nations of the earth. May the peoples praise you, God. May all the peoples praise you. The land yields its harvest. God, our God, blesses us. May God bless us still, so that all the ends of the earth will fear him." The people at Christian Aid use that psalm for their heart cry, I think, for every Christian Aid week. And we long for the day, don't we, when God's will would be done here on earth as it is in heaven, when we would pray that his wisdom, his desires would rule over all the earth. That is, justice would reign, as it says in verse 4 of that psalm. And this is our desire. It's why Christian Aid does what it does. And it's Christian Aid's desire too that all who organise and coordinate the fundraising efforts year by year, all those fundraising events, would know the gracious blessing of God, that they would know God's face shining upon them, as it says in verse 1. We know that there is on this earth more than enough for everyone. Verse 6 says that the lands would yield their harvest. And whilst there's a grave concern at the moment, isn't there, that the harvests of Ukraine, the bread basket of the world almost, would be wasted. And it's going to be the third world which will suffer most if that happens. I've shared this statistic with my churches before, and it's quite staggering, really. That the food that the Western world wastes, that scrapes off the plates, that goes stale on supermarket shelves, that we throw away in the rubbish, that stuff that we throw away as rubbish could feed the whole continent of Africa. There's no doubt today that in the world we live in, injustice reigns over God's will, and conflict and climate change just increases that injustice. The question for us as Christians living in the West with all the wealth and all the power, how should we respond? That's what we're going to be thinking about today in our worship. We will sing our first hymn, "May the Peoples Praise You."